Welcome back, beautiful souls. Okay, we are going to get into it with the Karakia, creator of our souls. Thank you for bringing us together and for protecting and guiding us as we travel our journey throughout this lifetime. We ask for your support as we serve you for the greater good. Please bring to light that which needs healing, the darkness that needs forgiveness within ourselves and therefore others. Bless us with your presence. Bless us with your presence and your perspective throughout these messages and help the collective to understand your divinity within. Amen. Okay, let's get into it. Actually, do you know what I feel like doing? I actually feel like using these as the beginning cards. Yes, I'm being told yes, do that. Wow. Okay. I want to take this? No. Okay, situation, please. Give me one card for the situation. That was stress, by the way. But let's have a look. One card for the situation. I haven't felt anything coming into this reading, just blankness. So it's interesting. Projections. Interesting. Projections. I love that. Okay, so what is helping or hindering this person? Thunderbolt. Okay, that was the Tower. Interesting. Wow. Slowing down. Okay, love that. Subconscious or influences. Going with the flow. Past. Tell me. Wow. Isolation. Yeah. Okay. Goals and ideals. Nice. Near future. Near future, please. What's the near future? Wow, these are flying out. Far out. Here I go again, not getting my positioning right. That's okay, though. That's okay. Oh, I love this. I want to go... I mean, that was a perfect card for that position, but I don't like how it came out. So let's try again. The approach. The approach. Two cards. We only want one, please. Okay. Environment. Silence. Need to know. Okay. I'm just going to do this because it feels a little bit scrambled right now. I just want to clear that. Okay. What does the collective need to know regarding the situation? What do they not know? What do they not see? Okay, cool. And the outcome. The outcome. Interesting. Okay, so let's get going here. Wow, this is pretty cool. So we have projections on the bottom of the deck here, which is, about projecting your own stuff onto other people, right? Of not actually allowing that to happen. And I'm actually being told, I seem to really like the word actually today. Actually, I'm being told to read it from the book. Okay, so let's do this. So this is the 7 of water. 17, really. Do I need my googly eyes? Yes, I do. Okay, so let me just hold it up so you can see what they're talking about here. The man and woman in this card are facing each other, yet they are not able to see each other clearly. Each is projecting an image they have constructed in their minds, covering the real face of the person they are looking at. this is really interesting because remember how at the beginning in the karakia I said perceptions? So isn't that interesting that this has come up? And I wasn't meant to say perceptions, so, but well, actually I was meant to say it, but I don't usually. All of us can get caught up in projecting movies of our own making onto the situations and people surrounding us. It happens when we are not fully aware of our own expectations, desires, and judgments. Instead of taking responsibility for them and owning them, we try to attribute them to others. But this is a projection can be devilish or divine, disturbing or confronting, but it is a projection nonetheless, a cloud that prevents us from seeing reality as it is. The only way out is to recognize the game. When you find a judgment arising about another, turn it around. What do you see in others really? Does what you see in others really belong to you? Is your vision clear or clouded by what you see? Awesome. I love this. Okay. The other part of that is in a cinema hall, you look at the screen. You never look at the back. The projector is at the back. The film is not there really on the screen. It is just a projection of shadow and light. The film exists just at the back, but you never look at that. And the projector is there. Your mind is at the back of the whole thing, and the mind is the projector. But you always look at the other because the other is the screen. Oh my gosh, so true, right? When you are in love, the person seems beautiful, no comparison. When you hate, the person seems the ugliest, and you never become aware of how the same person can be the ugliest and the same person can be the most beautiful. So the only way to reach to truth is to learn how to be immediate in your vision, how to drop the help of the mind. This agency of the mind is the problem because mind can create only dreams. Through your excitement, the dream starts looking like reality. If you are too excited, then you are intoxicated. Then you are not in your senses. Then whatsoever you see is just your projection. And there are as many worlds as there are minds, because every mind lives in his own world. Oh my gosh, how amazing is that? And it's so true. Do you know what the other thing is that I've noticed a little bit of a theme throughout these readings. I just dropped all those cards as I put that down. Anyway, later, I'll do that later. Okay, let me just get back on track here. I've noticed a theme with these messages coming through, right? And it seems like there's almost each time we do a message, there's another step to it and another step to it and another step to it. And I absolutely adore that, because yesterday it was about the mind and today we're talking about projections and the mind, and then it's all like, you know, all the same thing. Yeah, but anyway. I shuffled all that, right? And normally I take it from the deck. That's really interesting. But that's why it was going all funny, because I normally don't do it like that. And it was trying to tell me this is not what we normally do. Anyway, I'm leaving it all here because it's perfect. But I do want to say I've just picked up the bottom of the deck, and this is the Tower. Suppression, right? No, it's not. It's not the Tower. What am I on about? Suppression. This is suppressing things that need to be released, and then we go and project those onto other people. Gosh, aren't I all over the show today? Interesting. Maybe that's how someone's feeling. But anyway, let's get on to things here. Okay, let's slow down. Slow down. You've got a real life example of this whole thing unfolding in front of you. Slowing down, right? Projections. And this is it. Even before we go to respond or speak, even if it's positive, taking a step out back and going within and going, what's going on here? Is this a projection? Because I know 100% that I have just like had an experience of exactly this myself, or not just, but a little bit ago, where it's the same. It's the thing, right? And anything that we do, a new job, a new home, friendships, relationships, at the beginning it's all amazing and it's great and everyone's wonderful, and then you start to settle and you get to know the nitty-gritty of things, and it's maybe not so great, right? And because we really are only generally accepting of what it is that we want to see. So even if the person is telling us what they're about or showing us what they're about, we don't necessarily look at that. We tend to sweep that under the rug most times, and go, oh well, that was just a little bit of a whatever. And that's because there's all this other amazing stuff, that little that weird car that my noise is making, that weird noise that my car is making. I'm sure it's nothing, because there's all these other gadgets in here that are working perfectly, and then the next thing it's broken down and you're like, oh my gosh, I should have listened to that noise in the first place, but I was so distracted by all the other things that were going on, and the music was blasting, and most of the time I didn't even hear the noise, but I knew it was there. So it's that kind of thing, right? So yeah, slowing down and really taking things in. Kind of like when you look at the turtle here making this journey to the water, they take their time to go within, rest, reflect on the outside environment and what is going on around them, and assess whether it is still safe for them to carry on, or do they need to be recluse a little bit longer, right? And so yeah, I absolutely love this. I think it's amazing that this is a storyline of things, because these messages are really helping people to answer, first of all, I want to say this. Spirit comes through with these messages. These are not messages from me. I sit here before I come on these videos and I say to Spirit, this is your channel. I am all but a conduit of these messages to deliver them for you. It is their channel, right? Sure, it might have my name on the channel, but it's theirs ultimately. I leave them totally in charge of it, totally in charge of bringing to this channel who they want to come, and at the end of the day, look, if you share it with someone that you go, oh my God, this reminds me of this person, that person was meant to hear it. You were meant to hear it to pass it on to that person, so in that regard, this is all from Spirit. I am only the messenger. Yeah. So this is why I feel like all these messages are actually helping people to be able to heal, because people are asking, oh my gosh, how do I stop, say, this overthinking, which was yesterday's video, or how do I give up this thing that is holding me back, which was a video 2 days ago, and so all these are like, here are your answers. You asked how, here's your answer, and then the next video is expanding on that and expanding on that and expanding on that. So yeah, this is actually I'm a little bit blown away, to be honest, with how Spirit works. Like, they always bring it, always. Just a minute. I just heard a door close, and it's I'm the only one home, and I'm like, what the heck was that? But I think it was the wind. Anyway, my cat has come into the room, so she is having a nosy around, which is making me a little bit nervous. Hang on a minute. Okay, I've got my life sorted. Let's continue. Right, so the next card here, what is influencing you, or in this subconscious, right, is this need to go with the flow, right? And when we're talking about the subconscious here, I want to say that, sorry about the noisy traffic, the window's open. There's the answers that you actually hold within, And there's been something calling you to, because this is coming right up after slow down, right? But there's a new beginning. Actually, there's a new beginning that some of you would like to head towards. And this going with the flow, although the wording is going with the flow, it's actually about stopping fighting, right? Because if you imagine this person is being carried by the current downstream, yeah? So you imagine trying to swim against the current, you're actually not going to make any progress, or you're going to make very little progress, and in the meantime wear yourself out, right? So in that regard, I feel as though it's important for you to allow the flow to take you where it's going to take you. That doesn't mean to say give up and not try or don't take any action about anything, not at all. But when we are talking about these projections here, it's sort of about releasing the things that are causing these projections to come up, the judgments, the whatever else it said. You know, those things that we are actually putting on to other people as their responsibility, because these are our things. Our perception is our responsibility, and our responsibility only. That has nothing to do with anybody else at all. Not at all. Okay? And so in that regard, I think that this is something that is important for you to release. Okay, we've got suppression here, and this is what is weighing you down. And this could be where these projections are coming from. There are things that have been suppressed. What has not been expressed is suppressed, right? And then can lead to being depressed. So in that regard, you know, we've got our next card here of the past of isolation, you know, and this is equivalent to the Three of Swords. So this is this pain and this hurt that someone has suffered, and they've put themselves in this cold ice here to protect themselves, and maybe that worked for a little while, that while they began to heal, but now it's freezing cold in there. The only way to melt the ice is to allow the tears to fall. My words are getting so muddled right now. That's what happens when spirit can come through. But this is about allowing the ice to melt through the warmth of your tears, because even though feeling like expressing it can be hard and heavy, and it's easier to ignore it and go, oh no, that doesn't exist, I'm just going to go over here and pretend to be happy, right? The suppression is actually what is weighing us down, and not allowing that to release. Some of you are scared to release it because you don't actually know what's going to come out. And if we're talking about that in regards to anger, that was actually in yesterday's message, I think, of being afraid of this anger within you. But this that's there because it wants. Wow, I just bit my tongue. It's like, don't say it, don't talk about anger, because we want to pretend it doesn't exist. Oh, okay, don't need to injure me about it. I'll chop your tongue off if you talk about it. Anyway, let me get back on track here. Yeah. You know, the anger is wanting to be heard, it's wanting to be seen, and this is what is important here in order to release it. And this is why it keeps coming up and it festers, yeah, because it's not actually been acknowledged. And so it's the only way to get rid of the ice that you have placed around yourself is to allow the warmth of the tears to melt the ice. And there's your answer. And then you go with the flow, right? The flow happens because then you're surrounded by a puddle of water that turns into a river. When people talk, but this is what really ticks me off, right? You have songs like Cry Me a River, and it's like, seriously, please cry me a river, because it's going to help you. It's actually going to help you. But, you know, people say, oh, cry me a river, as though, you know, it's a put down, like no one wants to hear about your sadness. Well, actually, I do. I want to hear about it. You know, truly, like, you know, these feelings, just like happiness is, everyone wants happiness. Oh yeah, we all want to be happy, absolutely. But there's other emotions that we are here to experience. And then when they come up, we're like, oh no, I don't want that. Oh no, I don't want that. I only want this. I only want this small basket of emotions, but all this big basket here. Oh no, I didn't come here for that. Well, actually you did. You did come here for that. So unless you're going to allow them to come up and be experienced, then you're going to end up in this position here, right? So yeah, man, I feel like I'm talking real fast here. But the ultimate goal here is to allow this flowering to happen. This is the happiness that everybody's aiming for, right? This is the, oh my gosh, everything's so freaking wonderful. Yeah, and we all want that, 100% we do. How do we get there? We release what has been suppressed, right? And then we get creative with that, yeah? This could also be from past lives. So this healing is important because it's actually healing intergenerational trauma. This is the third message this has come up in a row. Okay, this is about releasing yourself from the cage that you hold within. Okay, so that you can experience what it is that you're here to experience. Holy macaroni, Batman. These are talking. These are talking. I'm so glad we did this way. This is amazing. Anyway, letting go. It sounds so like, just let go. Not a problem. You know, what's going on? I'll just let go. It's easier said than done. And that's just the thing. This is actually in your near future where you will be able to let go. You notice the dew dropping into the water here. As soon as you start to let go, this is what happens. You have these beautiful lily pads grow out of these muddy waters, right? There's mud under here. It's not clear, crystal clear water. There's beautiful flowers that grow out of this mud, right? Beautiful flowers. And this is what you can create through your pain. This is the possibility, but we don't see it like that. We just see it as bad, but it can actually turn into something incredibly beautiful. Okay, so clinging to the past, prettying it up like it's not there. Oh, no, that's fine. It's what we were talking about before, right? That's fine, no problem, didn't happen. Or, you know, it wasn't that bad. They didn't mean to. It's because they've been through this and they've been through that. Poor them. Oh, I wasn't that hurt by it. Look at me now. I've got this beautiful box on my head that's all blinged up, but I'm not actually seeing the truth because inside the box, this is what's going on. Inside the box of ice, I can't feel anything. I can't move. I can't do anything. I can't even see what's going on in the real world because I've got this box over my head, right? If you want to live a truthful or authentic life and have people around you who are reflecting that, then you need to be embodying that. Yes? Silence. This is the environment that is going to help you with this as well. Going into the silence and letting everything rest. Pure bliss here. Absolute pure bliss here. Yeah? And this is possible, and I feel like this is something that, you know, a lot of people want to reach, but they don't know how to get there. But so long as they're suppressing stuff and isolating them, their emotions that need to come out, the negative emotions that no one wants to feel, it doesn't stop the mind. The mind keeps going because this has become a coping mechanism and a protection from opening the door to, you know, the floodgates, right? So yeah, this is what you need to know here is we have the dream, right? The dream that everybody wants to achieve for themselves. And it feels like it's out of reach. It's like you want to go towards it and you can see it, but it's like, I'm never going to get there. And this is, again, a perception. That's not for me. That was meant for everybody else, not for me. That's a perception. You absolutely deserve this dream. And it's a possibility that you could have it. Whereas when the mind is telling you you can't, the mind will, you know, the universe will deliver on that. Guarantee you that the universe will deliver on what it is you believe. What you believe, the universe will deliver. This is what you're after, right? This flowering. This match made in heaven. Yeah? And it's like, oh, well, I guess it's a match made in heaven because it's actually not real. It's not here. Well, it is, but it's about this within yourself first. How do you give that to somebody if it's not within here, right? Schizophrenia, this is the outcome, and I feel as though with this card, this is actually coming out of this energy. This is you making the decision to take the blindfold off and go, okay, I'm getting out of this predicament that I am in, and I am going to move forward. You know, cloaking yourself with confidence, knowing that you deserve so much more than what it is that you are getting. Yeah. So yeah, I absolutely adore this. I don't even feel like we need to clarify, do we? I'm hearing yes. Okay, so projections. Give me one card for projection, please. Can you clarify projection for me? Look at this, Magician. This is something that you can change. You can absolutely change that. It is in your power. You have everything you need in order to, this is, you're a magical being. For whoever I'm reading for here, there is actually a lot more power that you have. You can change a situation just like that. It's just understanding that you have that in your power to do so, and you have everything you need. And in that regard, that this is 100% possible. Your perception of it is potentially what could be holding you back. Slow down. Tell me more about slow down, please. Ace of Wands, new beginning. New beginning in something that you are passionate about, that lights your soul on fire, right? And this could be, a new beginning in a relationship. It could, an existing relationship that you're in. It could be a new job. It could be a new career. It could be a new home. Whatever it is, whatever the situation is pertaining to for you, it's a new beginning in that area in your life. And you are the one who can make that happen. I've got cat fur all over me. Okay, so going with the flow. Tell me more about going with the flow, please. Look at this. Again, I feel like what I'm seeing here is this Ace of Cups, and the fact of the matter is we have the Three of Swords here, and I feel like the Three of Swords are goodness gracious. Okay, slow down, go with the flow. The Three of Swords, I feel like, are relating to these Three of Cups here, where it's a matter of placing down those swords and going, okay, I'm ready for a new beginning. And what is that? I'm going to accept this cup. I'm not going to look at this anymore. I'm going to do what I need to do to release that, and I'm going to pour into this cup here. Okay, I'm going to melt that ice and allow it to fill this cup. Yeah? With something else. With something else. Something better than what you've had before, because that's what's waiting for you. Okay, I love that. Love it. Okay, 3, isolation. Tell me more about isolation. Isolation. Did that just, oh yeah. The Lovers, look at this. This is what is waiting for you, right? This is what is waiting for you, but this is also you meeting you. There's no way you're going to meet anyone, let alone yourself, in this situation. The ice is too thick. And so this is about you stepping in. When you were talking about the Ace of Cups here, and this is on top of the Ace of Cups, this is about you stepping into something new that is absolute passion for you, right? And if it's not relating to a relationship, then it's relating to something that sets your soul on absolute fire, that you are living the dream that you never believed was possible. Yeah? Wow, this is incredible. I love this. Okay, flowering. Tell me more about flowering, please. Now, let me just pick this up. Okay, we have the Queen of Pentacles, which is actually the Queen of Physical here. It's the same. This is what you are able to achieve. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, she knows what she's doing with her pentacle, right? She knows what it's going to grow. She knows its value. She knows her value, right? She's not going to trade it off for anything less than. She's only going to accept what is matching her value, right? She's not going to settle And this is what this journey is about, you stepping into that energy where you know exactly what you're worth and you're not going to settle. If you have if there is a skill that you can do that you know you are top of the notch at, you're not going to take less than what is being offered. You're going to take what you know is you are worth, right? If you are world class at what it is that you do, then you take a world class payment, not less than, right? So in that regard, that is what this is saying. Step into your energy, step into who you are, the truth of who you are. Take your seat on your crown, take on your throne, take your seat on your I've lost what I was saying, not petal, on your lily pad, right? Take your seat on that. Okay, letting go. The Fool. This is a new beginning. Letting go so that you can have a new beginning. And know that you are worth this, right? Use the lily pads to step on to get to the other side, okay? The lily pads are there to hold you up over the muddy waters as you walk across the swamp that could pull you down if you allow it to, okay? But you can use it, you can utilize that and go, actually, okay, what can I use these for? I'll use them for this. So use the lily pads to walk across the swamp to a new beginning. Love it. Okay, clinging to the past. Tell me more about this clinging to the past, please. Clinging to the past. This is a battle, an internal battle, right? And it's actually something that we're creating. You know, inside this box, there is no one else inside this box but this person. And for you internally, the battle that is going on is inside of you. And we are projecting it out onto other people, right? And so that is important for you to sort out so that this new beginning can be had for you. Silence. Tell me more about silence, please. Queen of Wands. This is you sitting on your throne again, knowing who you are. The Queen of Wands will take her, she's there to help everybody. She goes, she's that person she's the mum who's going and taking all the kids to the soccer game and, going in and, doing afternoon tea after school, doing the school run. She's, making the lunches, she's doing it all, and she does it with ease, right? Everyone else is scrambling. She's got everything kept well, and she's working and she's doing the lot, but she also knows when to sit on her throne and rest. She knows when she needs a break. She knows when to delegate. And this is what this is saying, and she doesn't feel guilty for it. She owns that time. She's like, no, I need this time right now. I need my peace. I need my quiet, and I'm taking it. Yeah. And so in that regard, this is important for you to make sure that you are doing that as well. Because she knows that in order for her to grow and to be able to assist people, she is going to need to refuel at some point. Okay? The dream. Tell me more about the dream, please. Whoa. Far too many cards. I kind of want to have a peek at them, but yeah. No, we're not having a peek at them. Whatever needs to come out to these cards, whatever needs to come out for the dream to explain that heap of cards, please come out. Thanks. The Six of Pentacles. Okay. I feel as though for some of you, this is quite interesting. I feel as though it's so funny because people say these with the Six of Pentacles, there's enough to go around, right? But I always see the Six of Pentacles as people putting themselves above other people, that the scales are not even. Because there's these people here sitting there like beggars to this person. This person's giving them crumbs. You know, it's like they're giving them coins, not a bag of coins, but a few coins each. And it's sort of like, really? You know, they're not dressed to the nines. They're begging for this. And what I want to say about this is to understand that you don't have to beg somebody to love you. The right person will just do that. The right person, the person who is meant for you, is not going to withhold anything from you. They're not going to withhold love. They're not going to withhold affection. They're not going to withhold contact. They're not going to withhold whatever it is that you need. When you think of love languages, if you don't know about love languages, go and look it up, the 5 love languages. They're not going to withhold those from you. If your love language is time, they're not going to withhold time from you. If it's touch, they're not going to withhold touch from you. You know, they're not going to give you a little bit and give you no more. They're going to be honest with you, and that's what you deserve. Right? So you don't need to beg for anything. If you find yourself begging somebody for the basics, that person is not for you, even if you've convinced yourself in your mind that they are. Okay? If there is someone around you that this is going on, they are not your person. Okay. And it's the same at work, you know, if you're working your butt off and you're not getting what it is that you deserve as a reward for that, then that maybe that's not for you. Maybe you need to go find another job. Maybe it's, you know, a whole career change that's in order. But yeah, so, you know, it's a matter of really getting real with yourself about it and seeing things for how they are and taking off the blinged up box and getting clear. Yeah, knowing your worth. Okay, schizophrenia. Tell me more about schizophrenia, please. 1 card for schizophrenia. Yeah, putting down the burden. Putting down the burden. This person here is home pretty much. They are nearly at their village. There are so many ways that they could carry these wands, but they're picking them up and trying to drag them through to home in one bundle. They could go and take them 3 by 3. Or 2 by 2. They could go home and go, hey guys, I'm here, but I've got this bundle of wands I need help with. You know, this could be about you calling on someone to give you a hand up, you know, to help you on the journey. So, you know, what I want to say about this is being mindful of being the martyr. You don't have to do it all on your own. You can call on help. But what I want to say also, with this being the 10 of Wands, is that you're at the end of this journey, at the end of this battle. And so there's this sort of this way of or that the projections is something that you can look at in order to end this. It doesn't have to be this way any longer. It's just a matter of being honest with yourself and seeing the truth of things within yourself, your perception of things, okay? Because what you may be seeing is this when you may be sitting there at home alone and this is not happening and you're like, this is what I want, where is it? And you're like, and then they come along and it's like, oh my God, it's all lovely. And it's like, yeah, but where were they the last 4 days? You know, so yeah, in that regard. I don't know why that came out, but it did. Someone needed to hear it. Okay, so we're going to get this some cards from here, which is a beautiful deck, but I don't actually know the name of it. So, yeah. But it's this deck. Here. This is the box. And that's it, pretty much. But it's really cool. I love the messages in here. Okay, so yeah, whatever you want to say. Whatever you want the collective to know. Okay. Nothing. Like, no, you need to know nothing. It's all been said. No, they're just finding the right cards. Is this the right deck? Yeah. Okay, anything else? Is that all? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Okay, my outer experiences are a my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. 100%. Abso-freaking-lutely. And the other one is the moment I realign with love, clear direction is presented to me. Perfect. I love that. What a way to end that. Anyway, I hope that that resonated with you. And please, in this process, make sure you're kind and gentle and loving with yourself as you do this work. And yeah, go well and take care of your beautiful selves. Until next time, see you. Bye bye.